Hey everyone, what's up? It's me here, Megan the Makeup Artist, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry if I sound kind of congested. That's because I am. My allergies are going nuts today. So, I'm sorry. Hold on, this seems a little off. There we go. Okay. Alright, that's better. Today I thought I would go ahead and give you guys a life update, kind of where I've been, because I've been missing for the last, I think, like 3 months, and it's kind of super weird. I don't think I've ever taken a break from YouTube for that long before, and I've been around for a little while, but not like super consistent or anything. But now we're going to get back to that, and I'm going to get into it in the video here. So if you want to know where I've been, what's going on, what I'm doing, my whole little life update here, then go ahead and keep on watching. I'm going to go ahead and sit here and talk to you guys while I do my makeup, because I thought that was super fitting for today's video. So let's just get into it. Now I'm going to go in with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. What color is this? Vanilla? Warm Vanilla. I'm still trying to get used to this because I'm not a super big matte, like really matte fan, but this is the foundation that I have right now. My go-to is usually the Lancome, but I am out of it, so this is the only thing I have at home. Like I was saying kind of in the beginning, 3 months is like the longest time I've ever taken a break from YouTube, and I kind of didn't make a video about it, about leaving or anything like that, because I really didn't have the time. So it was about, I would say, like 8 months ago, I left the job that I had and got a new one. It was within the same company. I wasn't working full-time. And then when I switched to the new job, I was working full-time. 40 hours plus a week. It was rough. So it seemed great. It is exactly what I had wanted. But there was just a few things that I couldn't get on board with. It was the 40 hours. Honestly, I had a really tough time with that, and that's kind of why I couldn't really do YouTube anymore. And for those of you that don't know, I am also a working makeup artist. So my weekends are filled with makeup. I do weddings a lot, so those are always on like Thursdays and, well, they're starting to be on Thursdays this year, but Fridays and Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays. So, you know, I was working 40 plus hours and then doing makeup on the weekends. So I really just didn't have a lot of time to do YouTube, and I was just stretching myself a little too thin for what I personally can handle, because I've got some anxiety issues and I just couldn't get it under control. So I really just don't really care for this foundation, you guys. I really don't. Sorry. I like NYX and all, but I just don't think this is my jam. I am now at a 40-hour job, doing makeup when I can, when I'm able to get work off, or on the weekend. So really I'm working 7 days a week between this job and my makeup. So at this point I was really like struggling. My anxiety was at the highest it's ever been, and I used to think that I had anxiety because of like money. I was like, oh my God, like that was my focus for all these years, was money. Like I need enough money to pay my bills. So that's another reason why I got this new job. Because I was like, oh, 40 hours, no big deal. I can handle this. And I'm gonna get more money. Well, come to find out, I'm making the most money I have ever had in any job I've ever had, and my anxiety is like worse. For like 3 months straight, I was waking up feeling like I was gonna throw up every day on my way into work. Like, wow, this has really got to be from the anxiety. And all of my friends, my family were just kind of like, you know, you don't seem to be yourself. And I'm like, no, I'm stressed out to the max, and I thought it was about money, and here I am making the most money ever, and I'm not happy. Like, I'm really not. I'm starting to like treat my friends different at this point, and it's not fair to them. And I'm like, finally, I got fed up to the point where I was like, something needs to change. Like, it really does, because this is not okay. Now, wedding season is upon us for my makeup, and I'm like, what the heck am I gonna do? You know, I've got weddings coming in for, you know, Thursdays now, and I was like, I had a very understanding job to where it was like, if I needed the day off, I could just ask for it off, and as long as I had the PTO, I could get it off. Sounds like a dream, right? But I just got to this point where I was just like, I hate asking for work off. Like, one of these days, I'm not going to have enough PTO because I'm constantly asking for it off. What am I going to do? Because my makeup is where I want to be. So, after months and months and months and months and months of stress, I finally give in, and I said to myself, like, I'm done with being this stressed out to where I am going to work every day and feeling like I'm going to throw up, and one of these days it's going to happen, and I hate feeling like this. Like, I was literally like that for 3 months. I finally made the decision to start thinking about either getting a part-time job, because I was still super concerned about money, because I do live in an apartment by myself, so my lease is not up for a few months. And I was like, so, you know, something's got to change. So I finally made the decision that I was going to quit my job, because I was like, you know what, if I get a part-time job, you know, I don't know if they're gonna be like, I really only want to work certain days out of the week, and I'm probably gonna have to search really hard for a part-time job that's willing to work with me. I'm not saying that I couldn't have found one, but you know what, I was like, it's just not for me anymore. I don't want to be in this rat race, and I think that's what's honestly causing my anxiety. I think I'm just meant to be my own boss. So here we are. I finally quit my job of 8 years to pursue my dreams and just get out of that rat race. I honestly think that's what my problem was. And going to a 40-hour job, like, that solidified it for me. Like I said, I finally made the decision to quit my job. I quit my job to pursue my dreams and find my happiness and find what I want to do. And I'm so excited. So, it took me a long time to be able to make that jump and leap, because it is really scary. Like, I literally cut off, like, everything. Essentially, I cut, like I said, I'm not getting a paycheck every week, guaranteed. So now I have to, you know, find ways to make my own money. And to me, that's actually like really exciting and scary, and I'm out here to challenge myself. And I think this is gonna push me to find my creative side again, because that was something that I couldn't do having a 40-hour job. I couldn't do it. I was not happy, and not being in a good mind space is not going to, you know, let you be anything but miserable. Like, because your mindset dictates how you look at things, obviously, you know what I mean? So if you're not in a good mind space and you're not happy, you're not gonna feel like doing much of anything. Just being miserable, honestly. And I just want to follow my dreams and pursue what makes me feel good and find my happiness. And so me being able to do my makeup full time is going to allow me to do that, because I'm doing something that I want to do and something that makes me happy. Like, I'm happy doing makeup and I love it. And I'm really excited, like I said, to be able to do this full freaking time. So the hard lesson I learned in life is money doesn't buy happiness. Like, we've all heard that. We've all heard that saying before, but I feel like none of us really like feel that. We just feel like we have to do what we have to do. And honestly, most of the time you do. Like, most of the time you're going to do things that you don't want to do, and that's just life. And some of us feel like we're not in a position to be able to do what we want to do. But I feel like if you are very passionate about something and very determined about it, you will find a way to do it. I promise you. I promise you. So I'm on this journey to find my happiness, and I think I've been talking about it for a long time, and I think this was a very big step in that direction. And I'm really super stoked about it, to see where this is going to take me, because like I said, I now have my freedom back, and I took that for granted. I really did. I took my freedom for granted. Like I said, those 4 days that I had off when I worked 32 hours, like, they meant more to me than I thought they ever did. And now, like, when I got my 40-hour job, I was so miserable because I felt like I had no time. I had no time to do anything. And so for me, it took that 40-hour job for me to realize that, like, my time is very important to me. And I've been sitting here struggling and finding a way to get my time back, and here it is. So now I have to make the best of my time, and I feel like that is what part of my happiness is about, is having my time back to be able to do what, you know, I need to do for me as a person. And because, I mean, we all have to have a job. We all have to live. So we have to find something that means something to us. I feel like we have to find our purpose. So, like, some people's purpose and their passion in life is being a doctor and going to school for 8 years and working those 40 plus hours a week, but that's their purpose in life. Like, that's what they want to do. So I feel like some people are built for that. Like, some people are built for having that purpose of working 40 plus hours, 80 hours a week, like a doctor does, or a nurse, or, you know, whoever. That's their purpose, and they don't look at that as, like, being their job. Like, that's what they want to do in life. For me, I don't want to work 40 hours a week in my life. I want to be able to have the time and freedom to spend with my family, to spend with my friends, to do my makeup, not have to ask permission to go do my makeup, because, like, my makeup is what I love to do. And so that's where I get my, you know, entrepreneurial spirit from, is because I am my own boss, and that's what I want to be, and that's my passion, and that's what makes me happy. It depends on what you want to do and what your purpose is in life and what makes you happy. Like, I don't know if I have found my purpose in life. I think that journey is still continuing, but I think quitting my 40-hour job and pursuing my makeup and hanging out with family and friends is going to take me there. It has started my journey to finding my purpose. And because I'm doing what feels good to me and my soul, and I think that's what we all need to do, and we all would be happier people. Uh-oh. No, no, no. Don't do it. I feel like I have to sneeze and I just put mascara on. I said it took me a long time to make this decision, just because you need to have like a few things lined up before you leave, and make sure that you are able to pay your bills and that you believe in yourself and have that confidence in yourself to be able to take your business anywhere that life takes you and be what success means to you. Some people's success is money. That's how I used to think. I used to think success was having money and having things and all of this other stuff. But being on this life journey that I've been on for quite a while now, has recently brought me to this point in my life where success to me no longer means money. It means happiness and finding my purpose and doing what makes me and my soul happy. So it's kind of like being happy with a purpose, I guess. I found out that my goal in life to find my happiness was not money, and it was actually just being happy. And so it took me a while to do that. I'm only 27, going on 28 this year, but don't give up. Don't give up. Like, if you think you should be somewhere in your life, don't think that way. Don't think that, oh, I'm at this age and I should be doing this. Like, oh, you know, I'm a 30-year-old woman and I should be having kids right now. Like, no. Or like me in this instance, like I'm 27 going on 28, and if I was going to be an entrepreneur and be successful and whatever, I should have started that at like 25, you know? So I think that's where a lot of people get really down on themselves, is they think that they're supposed to be somewhere in their life, and you shouldn't think that way. You should think, I am exactly where I am meant to be at this point in my life, and it's never too late to do anything. So I just wanted to say that because that was a really big game changer for me in what I'm going through in my life right now. So that's where I've been for the last few months of not uploading any YouTube videos, of, you know, just I've been kind of MIA, and I have now I have now finally gotten to a point in my life where I was just fed up of not being happy and taking my time back and being my own boss. And that's not meant for everybody. Everybody's not meant to be their own boss, like I was talking about earlier with like the doctors and the nurses, and that is their purpose in life, but that is not mine. I think I was definitely meant to be an entrepreneur, and I'm really excited to see where this is gonna take me, so I'm really excited. And I can't wait. So this week was my first week off of work. Honestly, it just feels like I'm on like a mini vacation, and I'm supposed to go back to work next week, so it probably won't hit me till next week that it's like ding ding ding, like, no, this is your full-time job, you know, and get to work. So I'm really excited, and I'm about to be back here on YouTube. I'm gonna do this full-time, and I'm gonna do my makeup, and I've got some other things that I plan on doing, so I'm really excited. So yes, I'm really excited. So thank you guys so much for making it through this video. I'm sure it might be a long one, I don't know, but yeah. So if you guys have any questions for me, or you want to speak on anything, leave me a comment down below. I love to hear from you guys, and I want to hear more from you guys. So I will see you guys in the next one. Much love.